When you reflect back on what happened at CNN, how do you feel about that now? Are you sort of still disappointed about the way it went down, or
Well, I don't really, honestly, I don't really think about CNN that much. I don't
really?
watch. I don't like it. This is the first time I probably have seen. You have Fox News on in here, and
Yeah.
there's CNN behind. I have not. I saw Breonna Keeler, and I'm like, what is she doing on right now? Like, I have no idea what is happening.
Is
on
it just
cable news.
podcasts then now?
No, look, if something big happens in the world, I'll turn on, cable news or television, but I don't feel I can be informed without being inundated.
Right.
And so I feel actually now more informed as a citizen than I was when I was in cable news, because I get to, my diet is much larger.
Right.
Because one can't help but really, be drawn into what they're doing. Right. So I was kind of in a silo because every day I had to be concerned about what was on my show, what the network was doing, what's happening, politically, because there was a lot of political stuff. So I was very focused on that. But now, my diet is bigger. I can, watch or listen to conservative streaming shows, or listen to conservative podcasts, or every day listen to The Daily as I'm getting dressed or walking the dogs, or Pod Save America, or, Ben Shapiro. The reason I started listening to Ben Shapiro, you asked about that, was when the war happened. And I want to hear what Ben has to say about this. And his first day back, it was, performance isn't the right thing, but the passion that he had in reporting what was happening was so authentic and so palpable that you couldn't help to be drawn into it. Now, listen, I don't agree with Ben Shapiro on a lot of things, but he's very talented and he's very passionate about Israel, and one can't help but listen to that, whether you agree with it or not.
Right. Yeah. I think there's also something to be said for when you're in 24-hour news. Particularly during the Trump era, there was always the case where on Monday Trump would say he's doing something, and the press would go crazy about it for 5 days, and then by Friday he wouldn't be doing it anymore. And it meant
He wouldn't be doing it anymore by noon.
Right, by noon. And
our rundowns were constly changing. It was, and people were checking their phones. That is when I got off of Twitter, and I stopped following him because it was overwhelming.
Yeah, and there's something to be said for slower news that you consume it at the end of the week, and you know that this is actually what's happening in the world, as opposed to like the 24-hour news cycle.